Okay, I've got me. Welcome to Red Wolves football, fans. We're out there. We're working on some audio here. We're trying to get Jason back
Test. There it is,
online.
Brent.
Okay, so we got Jason on. Jason, welcome back to another year of Red Wolves football here on the Red Wolves Network.
Excited to be here, Brent.
I would love to say we took the off season to get everything fixed and ready to go, but we certainly didn't. We're flying by the seat of our pants as our budget would dictate.
It wouldn't be the Red Wolves broadcast any other way.
Yeah, so we are getting ready to go here. We've got the Big Rapids Cardinals and the Pawpaw Red Wolves lined up on the field here. We're going to do the national anthem here in a second. Got 10 viewers already, so we're setting the airwaves on fire.
Bang of a start there.
Yeah. So we're gonna go mute here while the band plays the national anthem. Which I'm trying to figure that out for this year, how we can get some band on there and not have our stream shut down. So we're gonna see. I've got an email already sent out to YouTube, but they haven't gotten back to me yet to see how we can do that. So I'm gonna go mute right now so we can stand to do the national anthem. All right, we're back on the air. Jason, I'm going to tell you, and you're not going to believe me because I had to mute that. Band sounded good.
They did?
New band director under direction here, and rumor has it they're going to stay for the entire game this year, and we're going to have some band playing most of the night. So that's going to be a good change.
Got some other changes here too, Brent.
Yeah, we've got a lot of changes, and I'm going to have to have you give me one of those rosters because we're going to be relying on Ross calling out the names tonight because there's a lot of new Red Wolves out there. We put 13 or 14 seniors off last year. We've got 3 college players, Bryson Newell, P.J. Young, Darren Stry, all off and playing various competitive levels of college football. And, that's when you get a year like that, you got to reload, come back at it. So the good news is the system remains unchanged. And a lot of these kids have been playing this since Rocket. So, it's just a matter of cutting their teeth in on the varsity. They're facing a good Big Rapids team. We faced Big Rapids in the opener last year up in Big Rapids. It was a pretty good win for the Red Wolves at the time.
Oh, absolutely.
And then after we left town, Big Rapids ripped off 9 straight wins and ended up ranked higher than the Red Wolves in the rankings. So went out of the same round of the playoffs that we did last year. So side streets through Gore, Michigan. Should be a good game. Should be 2 evenly matched teams. We got back. We will be getting used to the names as we go here tonight. So you'll have to forgive Jason and I as we stumble through some of these. So we're not going to be able to
Short kick.
That's up to the up back, number 2 on the return. He's going to try and pick and weave his way. He's got a couple yards on the return, where he's going to be met by a host of Red Wolves. Kennedy.
J.J. Varney with the kick.
Looks like J.J. Varney and Eli Sonnenberg in there.
Kennedy, 84. Yeah. Brennan Kennedy also went on the stop.
I think Brennan Kennedy was in on that one too. So Big Rapids is going to start. The ball is right at the 30-yard line.
This could be the year. Obviously, we're
7.
Looks like number 3 is your quarterback, Cole Heist. He was the quarterback last year.
Yep.
Remember that?
Got trips left with a.
They're going to wing the ball. They'll throw the ball around. That's going to be option. That's going to go out to the outside. He's got the edge. He's got the corner, and he's down the sideline. Oh, Scarra's the ball carrier, and he's cut out of bounds by Varney.
Varney with a touchdown-saving tackle
But
there.
that's a 40-yard gain right off the bat. Big Rapids did a nice job of setting the edge there, Jason. He was able to get outside and get around that corner, and once he got to that corner, there was nobody there.
Yep, the ends got pinched. They need to stay home.
And a fullback to Jack Bowman, 40-yard on the far edge, up the sideline on the Big Rapids sideline.
So 41 yards on that game.
Cardinals will start this game. Takes it all the way down for a first down.
Big Rapids from the snap. They're going to keep on the quarterback this time, and this time the Red Wolves are a little more disciplined on the inside.
1677 on the tackle.
So Tyler Kruzinga and Thomas Spangler on the tackle.
Expecting that to come for maybe pancakes.
Haven't even had a chance to sit down with the kids and get the promo video shot this year. It's been a very business-like atmosphere around, and I didn't want to mess with them. So we'll get, now that school's there, we can maybe catch a day after school and get some of those done. So 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. Motion man gets the ball. He missed tackle at the point of attack, but he's only going to get about 2.
10-0 on the tackle.
So Ben Newell on the tackle. Eli Sonnenberg.
I think Sonnenberg was in on that too.
Yeah, Eli got in there as well and helped out. We're going to put out a, let's see what they're saying. We got some people out there on the comments. We're going to put out our audio check, see if it works. Hey, look at that. We can post right from there. That's a new feature that we got this year. So he's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's a pitch and a catch, and that's going to be first down inside the 10-yard line for Big Rapids. Silas Penning's out there on the tackle. So Big Rapids not having any trouble so far moving the ball.
No, that was a big third down. They needed that there
this
to.
quarterback could throw last year. He's got a year under his belt.
This will also bring the Cardinals down to the Red Wolves 9-yard line. Here brings us into Johnson's arm.
So we got 1st and goal. Ball just inside the 10. Big Rapids marching on the opening drive of the night. That's going to be an inside handoff, and that's going to be a nice play inside. So
Got
Julian
Newell in there
Hernandez and Ben Newell
Julian Hernandez in on the tackle.
So Ben and Julian combined up on that one.
Yeah, actually, it's a good bet. You have a viewer at Grand Valley.
Oh, we got a viewer at Grand Valley. Which one now? Taya Southworth is good to see you on, Taya. We've got a couple, and we've got some good college new viewers this year that we put out last year.
It's always important to set the tempo.
That's a hold inside. So that's 7's in for the touchdown, but that's not going to be a touchdown.
That one's coming back, Brent. There was a big hold.
Yeah, that one's going to be. There's a reason that was an easy touchdown. Julian Hernandez has got somebody giving him a hug on that one.
Yeah, that.
So we're gonna march that one back unless there's something wrong with the world. So that is going to mark it. Move it back 10 yards from that spot. That's going to go back to the 18-yard line, so it's
Yeah, he looks like
it still remains second and goal, but we're going to move back and give them a little bit more room to operate.
he gets down. It's going to be tough to tackle.
We're looking for Heist to come back and throw on this one, I'm guessing.
Well, real early, we're going to see
It's definitely
if we get any pass rush and what kind of pressure we can get on the quarterback. Because
Yeah, I mean, that first pass, it was wide. There wasn't
Yeah.
anyone within
And-
10
and
yards.
I will say, on that first pass, you got a wide open field. You're on your heels. Now you've got the end zone back there, so that's a broken play.
Oh,
That's a broken play and dangerous play by the quarterback.
tried to do a little shovel pass there and almost cost him.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 19, Jason. This is one of those ones, they got to get it into the end zone. Keep them in front of you, make a good fundamental tackle, keep them out of the end zone.
Yep, don't get beat deep.
Absolutely not. Nobody should be over your head in this situation. This is one where your safety needs to range back and keep that goal line behind him.
Don't cheat and look in the backfield. Watch your man.
Yes.
It's to be expected, though. There's only been a
Got a time.
We're going to get a timeout here, it looks like.
Big Rapids
Big
timeout.
Rapids is going to call a timeout. So let's go through a couple of the new things that we've got here. We've got the graphics. We're still working on a couple of surprises for later in the season because, we don't want to just go ahead and get it all out there in the first game. But a couple of things we do want to mention. So Pawpaw is in need right now of some special education teachers. So if you fit any of these qualifications, go ahead and apply for any of these jobs. You can find the information on Pawpaw's website. That's ppps.org. But we've got a few open positions, but none more important than our special education program. So if there's somebody out there who's sitting there, maybe you're at another school, don't want to say we're recruiting you, but come on over. It's a great place to work.
Nothing wrong with a shameless plug, Brent.
Hey,
Tell them how great the school board president is.
that is we do have an excellent school board. I've heard that. I've heard lots of things.
Me too.
Sometimes I don't listen to any of it.
All right.
So, what do you think of the logos, Jason?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Looks fantastic.
The field definitely has gotten some attention this offseason. We've got a brand new track out there.
New fans.
coming out of a timeout. We'll see.
Okay, so Big Rapid's going to swing this one out.
Bubble screen.
Ball on the end. He's got some room over there.
10.
Decent tackling, but they got half of it back, which I think was their goal. It doesn't seem like a play that was designed to score a touchdown there, but
Let's see if they're going to try to kick this. If they're going to,
Mavis,
no, I think they're going to
alumni
go.
out there on the feed. Brett Sullivan, one of our longtime fans. Nice to see you.
Yeah, I like the way they did that and set it up now for maybe that pass play that they want to, option.
Watch for the option here.
So the option is definitely one of their go-to plays. They're going to throw it
There
to the
it
corner.
is.
That's out there. Silas.
Oh, not a chance.
Man, that's
Great defense.
That is a turnover on downs. Guess what, Jason? First one. There it is. 998 to go. We actually accidentally had to blow one in this preseason to show Ross that it worked. So
Ross never believes us.
we bought the 1,000-pack this year, so we should be good. That got a howl. Yep. Oh, Greg wanted the howl, so if you run out and get
Oh, my goodness.
nothing that we can do. We're a family here. It's just a small, just two men and their laptops, and a
All
camera
right.
that occasionally forgets to follow the play.
I'm not going to forget.
From
I
the
don't-
tee. This is going to be Miller, first carry of the year, and he's going to lose a yard. So Ben Miller off the.
He was met by a flock of Cardinals there in the backfield.
Defense, high expectations coming into the season to kind of anchor this team while the offense with some.
So Eli Sonnenberg's back there with Ben Miller.
Sycamores in the middle.
Bradley Sycama's in the middle there. Ryan Lazinski is calling the plays under center. So Lazinski under center. This is going to be off the left side. This is Sonnenberg. No, that's Sycamore. He's got a couple yards back. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. The scouting report on Lazinski is he's got a little bit of depth. He can do some things. Talented with his legs. May see him option to keep the ball a few more times this year. And he's got a fairly accurate arm from what I hear.
Their only regular season loss was
Ben Miller with a
Good
nice
run.
That's going to be good.
It's going to be close.
For 6, he needed 9.
It's like too short on the spot, it looks
No,
like.
I've heard Lazinski can throw the ball, so maybe by the 3rd or 4th game we'll know.
6 minutes ago in this first quarter.
Well, let's see what Coach Stry has in mind.
Oh, we're going to punt.
We're going to punt.
Yeah.
Probably smart at this point in the game.
Looks like Silas Penning back to punt.
So the Red Wolves scared deep to receive.
That is the other side. Now, high school.
So this will be Silas's first punt of his career.
Good snap.
Kicks away. Good kick.
Fair call.
Ball's on the ground. Red Wolves are on the
Red Wolves
ball.
ball. Yeah,
That is first down, Red Wolves.
he bobbled the fair catch.
So, yeah, he looked a little indecisive on that catch and didn't call a fair catch that I can tell.
He did.
Oh, he did call a fair catch.
But he bobbled it.
So, I think a little indecision. Looks like the referee got taken out on that play. He's walking around a little gingerly down there, so we may have a stoppage here. Yeah, we're going to have an official's timeout. It's actually the back judge, not the white hat. But he got run over.
Got a little ankle twist there.
He got rolled up on pretty good.
5 minutes and 37 seconds to go in this first quarter. We'll take a 30-second break.
So Jason has stepped away as we are looking here. So I got you another feature. You got that mute button on there, and I got you a mute button right here. And everybody at home's going, what the heck are these guys talking about? But you know what?
It's even got my name on it.
This is kind of about us, right?
That's right.
So we got that improvement this year. I lost some power here because this is supposed to be charging.
Jason, that ref's got a big beard, so if he needs a replacement, it's got to be you.
Got it. Are you kidding what they get paid now? I'll go down and do it right now.
All right, so the Red Wolves catch a break.
Sign up.
That's about a 40-yard gain on that muffed punt. Lazinski's under center. This is going to be Ben Miller. Ben's going to get a couple. That's probably about 4.
It looks a little bit more like the Red Wolves of last year.
Yeah. So
getting some. What do you get? 4 on? Yeah.
6 for the Red Wolves.
Okay, so again, Lazinski under center. Fumbled snap. This is going to be Sonnenberg. So Sonnenberg got back close to the line of scrimmage. That's a broken play. So
Yeah,
actually, not a bad deal there.
They missed a trap block and.
Jason Kostecki, Cardinal football here on Big Country
All right, so bringing it up to 3rd and call it 6. Lazinski's under center.
Manicured green grass.
This This is going to be Lazinski's going to keep the ball. Lazinski around the left side. Oh, that's a good run. That's going to get him down to about a yard shy of the first
Depending
down.
on the spot. Oh, it was close. Yep.
We're going to be in business on a fourth down here, though. That's very manageable for our offense to pick up that 1 yard. And this is what I was talking about.
It almost looked like a broken play, though. Like he looked like he faked the handoff and bumped into him and then spun out. And
I think, Gunnar Goodell last year was one of the better game managers you're ever going to run into. Gunnar didn't make mistakes. He did a really good job. But I don't think anybody's accusing Gunnar of being the fastest quarterback that we've had in the history of Pawpaw. He did a nice job running the ball.
Brent, he was faster than me.
Well, by a couple steps and a few meters. And that's a good run up the middle. That should be Soderberg.
Who was Ben Miller?
That spot was closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's tight. It's close.
The spot should be a first down. Yep. He just.
Yes, so first down. Oh, hey, guess what we got? We have a first down graphic. That's right.
I don't want to get on the officials. First game of the year, these sideline guys are not.
So the Red Wolves, 1st and 10 on the 46, 3:04 to go here from Phelan Field as the shadows creep across the field. That's going to be inside. Sycamore with the carry, and that's going to be no gains. But Jason Trapp is a play that runs 15 times for no gains and 1 time for 65 yards.
I will say the Cardinals played that well. That's easy. It's easy to follow that bite for that fake and then get reversed. But.
Well, and in the wing tee, you have to tackle it every time, and that's where Trapp beats you is. You get sick of tackling nobody every time, and then all of a sudden, the guy's by you, and it's a touchdown. Again from the tee.
Power, sweep. Good, Freddie.
This is Ben Miller off the sweep. Nice hit.
Wow, that was a good hit.
So he had Newell out there. He had Cruzinga out there. Austin Ackerman was out there. The old student body right.
Yep, he just cut through and made it was a heck of a hit.
Yeah, that's going to bring us up a 3rd and 9. And again, this is still everything is 2-down territory when we get to 3rd down with the wing tee. So the goal here is to pick up 6 or 7 yards, make 4th down manageable. Very unlikely at this point we would punt on this side of the 50. There's a pitch. Ben Miller's got some room. Ben's got a good cut.
There it is.
Ben
Nice.
Miller goes through. Ben Miller with a big run and a first down. Ben Miller
Great hole.
picks and chooses his way, and Benny almost showed us the first flash of that state qualified speed.
Looks like he had Austin Ackerman out in front of him.
You know who Ben Miller is faster than his dad. He's a little bit faster. I've seen Rick fly, but Ben can move. Lazinski's going to bring the play in.
The name of the game defensively against
From the tee, Lazinski.
Is to continue to
Going to hand that one off this side.
Another
Coming
good
this way
gain
is
by Ben Miller.
Again.
Fumble.
Ball, they're acting like the ball's loose, but I've seen no official saying a word. Officials haven't said
Officials have
anything.
not indicated anything yet.
Officials have not said anything.
Oh, it is a turnover.
Oh, they did give
The referee just indicated a turnover.
Jason, I thought I saw the ball come out there, but then I saw a big piece of turf go flying by, and I thought maybe mine was full.
I saw the reaction of the players, which is how I knew the ball was loose.
So each team's got a turnover under their belts, and the Red Wolves are going to go on quick change defense.
Yeah, both teams have got to the red zone and had a falter.
It was a good hit.
It was a good hit.
No question about that.
But it was so tight in there, it was tough to see. Miller had the ball,
It
but
looked like had on ball. So Big Rapper starting back the other way. 51 seconds to go here in the first quarter in a back and forth game.
give up the middle.
7. That's a good trip up tackle from behind. Soderberg got back in from his corner position to trip him up. That could have been another big.
He tried to jump and flip, but didn't make it quite all the way over. That was a good cut, though. They had the hole filled up, and he made a cut outside and turned it into a first down.
So the Cardinals typically don't go under center. They will take it all out.
So, going to get the play in from the sideline.
That has not changed. We're down to 20 seconds.
Heist under center. Well, shotgun.
Bowman in the backfield puts Wilbur in motion.
We got a
7.
Yeah.
6 on the tackle.
Yeah.
7.
We got
We've got
an
a flag
illegal
on the play.
procedure.
We'll check out that.
Either an illegal shift or if you lined up either on or off the line, whatever you're supposed to be, you did not do correctly.
So we're going to get an illegal shift
I
on
think they had two guys moving.
two guys moving at the same time.
Yeah.
Cardinals will start.
13 seconds to go in the first, so this probably will be the last play of the first quarter.
Start this new set of downs. Exceedingly negative after an impressive run by Jack Bowman.
I think good pass here, Brent. We'll see.
Kurt Wilbur spread out wide on the near side. That's the strong side of the field. Ice will keep Bowman in the backfield. Takes the snap.
And I was wrong.
Inside,
Shifts to the
breaks a couple
outside,
tackles, but
breaks
he's
a couple
going to be
tackles, and
corralled
then
by
back
some
to the
Red
Yep.
Wolves, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter.
Yep.
So at the end of one here at Phelan Field, beautiful downtown Pawpaw. Pawpaw, Big Rapids, and put up goose eggs, 0-0. We talked a little bit about some of the needs for Pawpaw. Also, we are hiring school bus drivers. I'm going to leave this up, and I'm going to mute the microphones for just a second. If you want to grab an application for this job, there is a QR code on your screen right now. Take a picture of that and apply to be a bus driver at Pawpaw. All right, so here we go, ready to start the second. Big Rapids is going to go north to south.
They got back that penalty.
They just wanted to get back in the sunshine.
Here comes a pass.
Pass outside.
There's a pick.
That's
Pick.
it. Oh! That was not. There was a collective ooh on that one.
Pick 6 there, baby.
I'd say that hit Silas right between the numbers, but he doesn't have a between the numbers, and it hit him right in the middle of the 6. But, sometimes you see that coming. You can't believe that it was that easy.
No.
And
You got to catch. You got to catch that ball before you run, Brent.
Hit him in the eyes because his eyes were so big. Still a solid play by Silas in the right spot.
Nope.
Made a nice play over there.
Third and 10.
Going the other way.
Ooh, is that pick? No. Nice play by Eli though.
No.
Outstretched hands.
Eli Soderberg on the coverage. That's going to bring up fourth down. I think
Actually, he hit him in the right spot for that slant. He just couldn't hold on to it.
Well, Eli was draped all over him.
He still should have caught it though, Brent. As I'm not rooting for the other guy.
Silas or even. So.
Yeah, Cole had to throw it away from his receiver, make it a tough play, and that is what brought about.
All right, so back to receive.
Who do we have back
I don't know
to
who we got
receive?
back. Who we got back?
Soderberg.
Eli Soderberg. We're gonna. That's a ground ball.
A grounder punt.
You
I have not seen that in my entire football career.
that looked like it was on purpose too.
It did
he
look like
trying
it was
to
on
kick
purpose.
Into the coverage, people. Is that possible? That's a trick play. They're trying to get a.
It's a live ball. So I think it was a trick play because I've never seen
I mean, that had
grounder.
to be on purpose. That had to be the way it was kicked.
it's It looked like he was trying to rugby-style kick, and then he kicked the
But
liner.
it also almost looked like he was trying to find somebody to kick it at.
Do they? Okay. Well, I think I think he booted to look for that lane, and like you said, if it hits one of our
So
players,
back into the
live.
tee. Lasinski's under center.
But the Red Wolves will go back to work on offense.
Lasinski's going to keep.
No, he's in trouble.
He's not going to get anything. He's losing.
That was the play he ran the last time he picked up a first down, or almost picked up the first down.
Which we should just call him by his actual name, John Koshinski. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Or Pancake, one of the two.
So we've got second 11 to go here. Ball's at 32.
There by the Cardinals.
You know, Ben broke a nice long run earlier. They got to do something to get him going because at this point he's your senior. He's your 1,000-yard rusher. You know, I know the other two are good runners. They both are.
Well, the thing with the tee, though, Brent, you got
to establish.
You got to wear him down.
Here he comes, and here goes Ben Miller. Ben is around the right side. Ben Miller got to step. Ben Miller's going to go down to the 10-yard line. Ben Miller with a huge run for the Red Wolves.
I saw his shirt come all the way down.
Almost like I asked for that, Jason. Was I here? Was that me? Did I say something like that? We needed to establish Ben? Look at that. If I wasn't horribly bad at football, I'd coach.
I cannot believe they didn't call a penalty on that.
Yeah, that was a horse collar.
No, that's a safety issue. That's
a
tip
horse
fib
collar
break.
tackle.
That's
but that's
unnecessary.
That's going to get the Red Wolves knocking on the door. First and goal, ball on the 6-yard line from the tee. Lasinski going to hand that one off. That's into the middle. Eli Sonnenberg's going to pick up a yard. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Brings up to the 5-yard line. So 2nd and goal for Pawpaw.
Here comes Trap. You watch. This is not where you would typically
No,
run
you don't
it.
want me to watch. You want me to film.
That's
I can't
correct.
watch.
That's correct. Watch through the camera,
Oh,
please.
okay. It's hard to see.
Big D from Big Blue is on the broadcast. Mr. Stride, nice to see you on there.
Yeah, you kind of see the same thing happening here, right? Big Rapids is kind of out of the gates was tough on the
There's a
outside.
handoff. Ben Miller
Oh.
and just couldn't get outside. You know,
Good
I think
shoestring.
I think that might have worked if they'd have trapped right there.
Yeah, he got him by the shoestring.
Next year, you tell Johnny back in. Look like the 3, Jared.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal on the 3. So we're very methodically and slowly using up the 6 yards that they gave us. And I don't think we're going to kick.
That pace of play.
I don't even know who they have kicking this year.
Winning that game 32-14.
Well, at this point, I think you're going to take
Now
your
they
chances.
were up 19-0.
Doesn't matter. Let's pop one in right here.
A touchdown per
Not really worry about it.
13 in the 4th to end that game.
So we're going to get a timeout from Big Rapids. That's their second of the
Timeout, Pawpaw.
Sorry, Pawpaw. That's our first.
Wow, you got jumped by the booth.
I
Don't
know,
make a mistake
right?
like that.
It's like, man, it's like you guys haven't heard me make 16,000 mistakes before.
It's the first game.
It's kind of part of our thing, guys.
Well, this is a good timeout. This is, you know, we're at the point here where you want to make sure you want to stick one in here. In a game like this, you want to get the first blood, make people chase you. You know, if you're going to have a track meet, be the guy with the baton.
Yeah.
No, absolutely, and I think this next 2 plays are critical for Big Rapids.
Looks like we've got Bryson Newell on the broadcast as well. Make sure we give out a shout out to Bryson whenever he's out there to see us.
Critical defensive plays here to see what we can do to stop them.
All right.
Get the ball back and march yourself 95 yards.
With only 3 yards to go, you got to wonder.
It's like Ben's going to come out of the game. Varney's going to come in.
175-pound senior. Or are they going to try?
They made him come out. Was he not on the field?
Maybe bounce it to the edge with Lisinski.
Why did they make Ben come out
I
of the
think he
game?
was off the field when they did call a
I
timeout.
got some comments on it.
But you can substitute a timeout, so I don't know why they made him come out.
Too tall of a man.
Love to say that we would be able to get get some kind of a clarification on that, but
Scarp, what do you weigh?
you got that kind of budget.
You're 1.
We'd go down to the sideline reporter.
Because we just went in, we changed formations.
Oh, power! Oh, we got a little eye going. There's a boot
There he is.
wide
He's
open
open.
in the end zone.
Touchdown!
Red Wolves with the touchdown.
He offense goes to a pass and trickery.
Lisinski with a nice fake rollout.
Nice touch pass over the top.
Beautiful throw. I didn't get the number on the reception. Who caught that, Ross?
I thought it was 85. Who was it?
I thought so too, but I'm not sure. 65 is our kicker, Dalton Ike.
Dalton Ike.
Dalton
Back
had
to
a
kick
good year
this year.
last year kicking the ball.
Sure was. Nice
Dalton
kick.
kicks one through. And Dalton kicks one almost to the concession stand. So 9:20 to go here before halftime. Pawpaw sticks one in. 7-0 is your score.
Why isn't he kicking off?
All right, so J.J. Varney's going to kick off for Pawpaw. That's a Red Wolves touchdown. That's a mighty exterminating Red Wolves touchdown.
Yeah, it was.
Mighty is graciously sponsoring our touchdowns this year.
Hey, we're back here at
Not giving us any money for it. They're just really good at what they do.
It's really been bugging me.
Yeah, we should get some money out of that. That'd be a good idea. Maybe we should charge people to do that.
I know. Maybe we get that. Good ball.
Good kick.
He's down. He's down. He's down.
He took that ball with his knee on the ground, but they didn't call it. You know, to be fair, I'm not sure he had it. Like, I don't think it was clean. I don't think he actually got the ball until he stood up and
So a
started
lucky
running.
bobble?
Lucky bobble. Yeah, the bobble that worked out for him that time.
Rules meeting video, and then I think Moose got.
You know, Jason, if you'd like to referee, you can go to MHSAA.com.
But then who's going to run the camera?
Right. Well, you know, sometimes I think it's the same vision.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I don't know how many people actually watch. I'll just put it that way. There's a lot you can do in the background while that's playing.
Uh-oh. There's a nice tackle on
Good
the
tackle.
edge. They fooled me on that one. I was watching inside. That ball went around
I saw the
outside.
same thing you did. That's why I can't be a referee.
Yeah, they fought. That was a good run. Grand Rapids picks up about 12 on the first down. Nice play out there on the corner. I think that was Sonnenberg.
Yeah, good steak. Maybe
So good hit by Eli.
Yeah, he gets downhill, he gets moving too. So he's a nice compliment. Jack Bowman taking over some of them reps that Garrett Foster had last year. So it's good to see him healthy and running well.
Being also a guy puts the blades on, goes out on some ice. He's a pretty tough player. Ice will
Up the
Give up the
middle.
middle.
Nice hit.
Nice job by the defense. Oh, ripped the helmet off.
Good hit coming up through the middle there.
Yeah, it looks like
second and 8.
Spangler's got to come off.
Tackle.
He
That
lost-
was a nice stick.
Lost his bonnet there, so he's got to come take a rep.
Who did? 77?
77, Mr. Spangler out there.
Spangler for us.
Yes, sir.
Off the field
After a
that hit
pretty good collision.
because he had his helmet taken off.
So second 841-yard line going out. Big Rapids.
Man in motion for Big
They're
Rapids.
going to hand that inside. No, he pulled it.
He pulled it.
Quarterback pulled it.
He pulled it, but his running back wouldn't let it go.
So that's another 2-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
For a couple of yards of his own, make it 3rd and 5 with 7:45 to go in this first half. Risky play
So 7:41 to go. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 44.
Yeah, basically it'd been the same amount of yardage, a lot of risk, not much reward. So all in all, nothing harm though.
We'll get a couple subs.
I think we're pretty close to 2-down territory for the Cardinals.
Oh, I would think so, being down by 7.
Ice puts Wilbur in
That's going
motion.
to be
Keeper.
Keep it.
quarterback.
He's got it.
He's going to have a first down.
Yeah, he got the first down. Oh, the spot is. No, he's.
Yeah, he's over. They give him a signal on that.
White. Kind of silhouette.
He took his time getting to his spot. He kind of walked at an angle.
Sure did.
So the fake jet sweep to Kurt Wilbur, and Cole able to keep it Cole using his legs a little bit more in these last couple plays. As we tick
I'm seeing some prominent Red Wolves down there with the shorts and splints on.
Papa up 7-0. Nice for the new set of downs.
Here is the jet
Oh,
sweep.
there's a nice. Oh,
This one to the near side.
2 on the tackle.
there was an opportunity in there to make a play in the backfield.
Joe, one of these guys.
Sycamore was
That
in
jet
there.
sweep, they come with a lot of steam.
Yeah. Sycamore made a nice play, darted in there. He just wasn't able to wrap up. He came in so fast, he kind of his own momentum was his enemy.
Could have just been an experienced thing. Coach Seltzer thought he needed.
That's when you got to get low. You got to get into the legs there. You're never going to tackle that person who's moving this across you.
Well, he comes out of that jet sweep in a full sprint.
They're moving across you at full speed. There's just too much inertia.
That helps obviously, and it gives you a little more confidence too.
Be exciting to see yet another tough, strong, fast player.
That's going to he pulled that one. He's going to pitch it out there.
Got
That's a
room.
nice
Good tackle.
close. Yep.
Barney on the tackle.
Varney.
Yep,
Nice
Varney,
close.
Varney with a good tackle. Yep.
That saved 4 yards on that one. Right
He stopped
there.
a big gainer
And he
there.
squared his shoulders up and he took him out, and that's a good hit.
Russell will start out wide to the near side, that's strong side. Looks like Moose and Wilbur will now join him. Wilbur
Okay,
goes.
so
Pass.
there's a pass.
He's
That's
open.
thrown.
Nice
Oh,
defense.
nice play by Eli
Great
Sonnenberg.
play by Sonnenberg.
You know, Eli has got a real shot at All-State corner this year. He had a good, solid season last year.
Pretty
And he's very fundamental.
He got there at the last second, just threw his
We're
hands.
going to put him on the best player every week, so he's going to have his opportunities.
Yeah.
No, that's his second really good play on that side of the field as far as making a play on the ball, not getting any separation.
So Big Rapids, 4th down, they're going to go.
Fourth down
That's
for the
coming.
Cardinals.
Quarterback's going to keep, and he's going to get the first down and then
He's gonna
some.
run.
And he's up the middle, and he is down to 10.
Cole needed 3. He got like 30.
So needed 4, got 30. First down, Big Rapids. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Cardinals.
Set down within the red zone. The Johnson's automotive
Should be at the 9.
Johnson's fixes everything. Retires the break.
1st and goal. So 1st and goal, ball is inches inside the 10-yard line, so that's going to be a 1st and goal.
Well, the problem is they need to
In the red zone, that is a Schubert Insurance first down as well. Ice keeps Bowman in the backfield.
So Heiss is going to
To his right. Cole checking something.
He's going to hand that one off, and that's going to go nowhere.
55.
So 72, Julian Hernandez.
Hernandez
First
ate him up.
He held him up,
So the defense
and then
for Papa doing a good job.
Ackerman was able to clean him up.
Yeah, I think so. I saw Julian get a hold of him first.
Yeah.
13-yard line. Yeesh.
No, we're bringing the big boys on that one anyways.
Good.
Yep. No reason to bring a little guy if you got a big one, right?
Right.
Brian Scar probably would say yeesh. So it'll be second and goal now from the 13. Ice puts Wilbur in motion, takes it out.
Option pitch outside.
Wilbur. Ice takes a hit. Wilbur
Nice play. Oh, this tackle on the outside is going to cost the Red Wolves some points.
Touchdown.
That's we just talked about the great tackling. The poor tackling just cost us right there.
That open field tackling is tough.
Just scooting by guys.
So the Cardinals stick one in.
Threw a guy out of the way, and then he's able to slip into the end
3:52
zone
to go here. Extra point pending.
for a big
Looks
rapid
like,
touchdown. The first touchdown of the season.
they're gonna kick.
Denny's muffler touchdown.
56,
Quality and affordability. For 3 generations, Denny's experienced team gets you back on the road safely and quickly at Northland Drive to the south of campus.
56.
So 56 is the kicker. You got to love the high school game. 65 and 56 are your extra
When
point
it's time to
kickers.
make the move, go with the professional with local insight who listens and guides you through the process.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
Yep.
Kicking for the current.
No, he missed it left.
No good. Missing.
Wow, I thought that was down the middle.
Shows you what our angle is from
No,
up
and I'll
here.
tell you, I love being wrong on some of these.
That could be a big point, Brent.
Yeah, that's in games like this. You know, those are big deals. I can check real quick.
616-540-6531 today.
It's hard to tell.
Kind of like my golf, as long as it's in the air.
Come back. More Cardinal football action.
I think we can go and look at some scores from out of town right now while we got a minute. Coldwater leads Sturgis. Matawan and Vicksburg. Vicksburg's up 21-0. No score. That score's a little out of date. No score in Otsego Penfield yet. Three Rivers and Charlotte, no score yet. So I've got a few scores out there on the board, but Lawton and Decatur still showing scoreless. So I got a few things going on out there.
Both sides of the ball, especially on defense, it's actually worse.
So 3:52 to go. The Red Wolves are going to get the ball back. Big Rapids to kick off.
Miller.
Miller and Sonnenberg are going to be back to receive for us.
Bradley DeGroom will kick for Big Rapids.
And we're back here at high school.
We score here.
Cardinals down 7-6. 3:52 to go after Bruno missed the extra point attempt. Knight, Nelson, Mitten, real estate extra point.
Okay, so the kickoff is coming.
Touchdown of the season.
I think he's been standing there with his arm up. Maybe somebody should call on that kid.
My arm's tired of watching.
Arm up. Little blows.
And there's the kick. Nice
High kick, deep.
Miller's going to catch that one at about the 10, going the wrong way. Ben's going to try to come out of there, and he's surrounded by Cardinals. That's an extra. They don't need that extra. Why do you need that? You're out of bounds.
Well, Brent, I got to be honest with you. When I played, there would have been extra.
That would have been what?
There would be extra.
Yeah.
Emotions got you.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean that's emotion and it's a tackle, but that horse collar is, it was accidental, but that's can't happen. Got to keep the kids safe.
Well, kind of my point is, once you've got something like that happen, if you let this stuff go, we're going to have a problem in the fourth quarter of this game.
Oh, yeah.
It's just going to happen. The officials got to take control of the game early. If you ease up later, that's better than not.
Yeah.
From the tee, Lazinski going to pitch this one to Miller. Ben Miller breaks the tackle. He's going to get 3. Ben off the right side.
Yeah, he had some blockers ahead of him. Someone slipped in behind and made that tackle.
It's like 4 on the play. So 2nd and 6.
I was talking to Aaron from
66 viewers out there is pretty good. First time of the year.
Well, we got a first home game. We got a lot of people in the stands, so
That deal with YouTube TV really worked out for us. Lazinski under center.
Yeah, it's definitely,
Zero Sonnenberg.
And Sonnenberg is
Nothing.
nothing.
Maybe it's the Netflix password crackdown.
Well,
Could
I'll
be
tell you,
affecting us.
It feels like next week we're going to be on Peacock because that seems to be what everything is now. You got to whatever streaming service nobody has is where the game will be next.
It's Peacock Plus, I'm sure.
So we've got a timeout with a
So we got a timeout on the field. That's Big Rapids timeout. 3rd and 7, 2:52. They're going to try to preserve a little clock and see if they can't.
And I have to push more.
Yeah.
Timeout, Big Rapids.
Be a good time to bring up our Cedar Street campus. Good things are happening at Cedar Street. We've got a feature coming up at halftime for everyone. So I would encourage you to get your snacks now and stay tuned. You're going to see some good things. Papa's core values have been monumental in this year's back-to-school effort. And you're going to see we've gotten some really good press and some really good coverage coming out of Channel 3. They've been a good partner for us. And we're going to see some of those highlights at halftime. So pretty excited to share that with everyone. On our platform. Haven't seen this in a while, Jay.
All right.
Oh.
Something different.
So, 2 receivers split left. Sonnenberg's in motion. Going to hand that off to Miller. Miller is going to.
He missed the cutback for the hole.
I don't know if he slipped or if he just missed it.
No, I think the hole closed, and it's easy for us to see up here.
Right. It almost looked like he saw it, started to lean that way, and it just vanished.
2.5 minutes left on the clock. Papa up 7-6.
Too deep in his first half.
We got no punter back there. So Silas Benny jogs on late.
Third try just probably saw that as
They didn't show any want to come after this last time, and they don't this time either.
No.
That's an end over end
End
short
over end
kick.
getaway.
And decent bounce. That's going to go out of bounds. 45-yard line. Not a horrible punt. Manageable.
Going to spot it at the 44, actually.
Oh, well, that extra yard makes it an excellent high school punt. Silas Penny bringing out the cannon of a leg.
Yeah, I'm forecasting some jet sweeps and some airing the ball out. They're going to keep it out of the middle
I
to
think you're
manage
gonna
that
see
clock.
a pass in the first couple plays just to see if they can get down the line, get down a little bit. I watched that fake dive slant that they've thrown a couple times. There's the slant. They didn't fake anything.
He was
did
wide
not
open.
step into that throw at all.
Nope. He missed a wide open receiver.
Poor footwork right there on the quarterback's part. I mean, he didn't really have any pressure in his face to speak of either, and he didn't really have to step around anybody. I mean, that's just short-armed it. Threw it through the side and then short-armed it.
He's had a couple of those. I mean, when he's on, he's on.
And now that changes it a little bit, Jace. Now they kind of might have to look to throw. Ooh, look at that Ackerman. Oh, there's a play. That's going to get a howl. Austin Ackerman coming through the house.
He just blew up there. He was going to try to run that way.
He went right through that lineman like he ate him.
Great play.
So that's a big play. Ackerman's a little bit shaken up on the play. We're going to get a whistle to get him off the field. So Austin made a really nice play there. He's going to go right to the trainer's table.
So he'll limp off the field, and it looks like Brennan Kennedy.
So Mallory's taking a look at Austin. Going to get a late substitution onto the field. Julian Hernandez comes out. She looking at ankle.
Looked like an ankle the way he came off.
Yeah.
So now the Cardinals are going to be
Look like a cramp.
whatsoever. Get a playoff.
Okay, so the clock's running. Big Rapids all of a sudden has lost their urgency.
Yeah, I would.
3rd and 18. They don't want to give the ball back to Pawpaw.
Okay, they're going to throw the ball. Long throw. Ooh, that was deep. That's going to stop the clock, and now that saves Coach Schreier from using the timeout right there. And they're going to be forced to punt. You can't give the ball back to the Pawpaw right now.
Yeah, 4th and forever. They're going to have to punt. I think both a little poker there to try to avoid giving the ball to each other, but
take a knee and move on to the second half.
So, Big Rapids is going to punt.
Watch this punt play. We could see another. This could be a turnover.
18 with 53 seconds to go. Cardinals down by 1.
They're going to get one down there. Oh,
got to pick that one up.
That's a big extra 15 yards right there. I don't know if he could have gotten to that one. It was rolling pretty quick, but you got to get over there.
Even if he covered it right there.
Yeah.
Whatever the punt was,
He would have covered it, but he would have up at the
44 seconds. I mean,
that worked out. That worked out great for Big Rapids because that pinned us deep.
Got one timeout, so theoretically we can run this half out either way.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll see us throw.
No, I see like play one of those plays where you miss a tackle.
It's going to be a very safe.
I'm guessing we're going to see Miller run the ball if anyone is, to break it. Or it looks like a
under
knee.
center in the tee.
Yep.
He's going to take a knee.
I saw the way they walked up to the ball.
Yep.
Will just take a knee. Kill that clock.
And I don't know what the officials are doing, but they're going to have to take another one.
They're going to have to take another one, yep.
We'll see. They're taking their time and winding the 25-second clock. Yeah.
The 25/40-second play clock.
Yes.
You're good now.
All right, so that's going to take us to the halftime. So we got a good one going here at Phelan Field, Pawpaw. Big Rapids trails the Red Wolves by 1 going into the locker rooms. So we will be back. Please enjoy the halftime presentation of Pawpaw. Halftime score, Pawpaw 7.
The Pawpaw Public Schools Cedar Street campus has been serving the community as a space for before and after school care, early childhood education, and more. But now the district's main focus is offering alternative education options, and not only for students, but for their families as well. News Channel 3's Mackenzie Decker spoke with educators today about how these alternative options are making a difference.
When it comes to education, leaders with Pawpaw Public Schools say there is no one-size-fits-all approach. That's why through these doors are multiple programs, meeting students where they're at in order to get them where they'd like to be. Pawpaw Public Schools Cedar Street campus, offering a wide range of educational opportunities, meeting the needs of every student.
Today's student, there's no rule book. They may not thrive or feel like they can be successful in a traditional setting.
One option being offered here is Pawpaw's Alternative Education Program. It's designed to give high school students facing difficulty in a traditional school setting an opportunity to work toward a high school diploma or GED certification in a more individualized environment. Along with online options, the program puts a strong focus on in-person instruction, with teachers working alongside students for the 4 core content areas of English, math, science, and social studies. Lead teacher Sarah Chandler says many of the students she's worked with express feeling lost and behind when beginning the program. But the smaller class sizes with one-on-one opportunities changes that.
They have felt by the time they leave like they found a home. They really feel like they have the support they need in order to get all the way to graduation.
Just down the hall also sits an adult education program. Anyone 18 and up looking to finish their high school credentials or get their GED comes here. Adult education teacher Elizabeth Bungart says their program is meant to accommodate people from all different places in life, with flexible scheduling and the option to be in person or work from home.
We have anybody from the 19-year-old who just has a few credits to finish up their diploma to the 40-year-old mom whose kids are finally in school and this is just something they've always wanted to do. We meet them where they're at. We provide a comfortable, relaxed space for them.
So while students of all ages and backgrounds walk these halls, the mission remains the same, opening the door to a more successful future.
We get hugs, tears from moms, aunts, uncles, grandmas, everyone thanking us for really doing what so many other teachers in traditional settings weren't able to do for those students, and the care that we're able to give them above and beyond just the curriculum.
For anyone interested in one of those programs, Cedar Street has an upcoming open house on August 18th. Anyone is welcome to stop by, take a look at the facility, and get to know more. In Paw Paw, Mackenzie Decker, News Channel 3.
School districts say they have to figure out their own cell phone policies because a bill that would have restricted them in Michigan didn't pass.
State Representative Mark Tisdale sponsoring the bill in Lansing. It failed in the House last month with nearly all Democrats voting against it. News Channel 3's Tiana Barnes speaking with students and staff at Paw Paw High School, the reaction to their own cell phone policy. Tiana.
In just a few short hours, Paw Paw High School students and staff will file into these doors behind me for the second day of a new school year. It's also the second year in a row students are being asked to leave their phones at home or in their locker for majority of the school day. It's called the Disconnect to Reconnect initiative, and it all stems from a troubling trend staff says they noticed in their hallways and classrooms. It's no secret that phones can be a distraction for students.
They take away their attention, they create anxiety that just keeps them from really focusing on what we want them to be involved in most, and that's instruction and their academics in the classroom.
Paw Paw School's superintendent Jeremy Davison says he and other administrators saw a lack in engagement from high schoolers and took action to disconnect their phone-prone pupils. A year into the policy, which prohibits students from their phones except at lunch, Assistant Principal Tracy Durhammer says she's overwhelmed with positive results.
In the beginning, there were days that I jokingly told the kids that my office looks like the Verizon store because I had so many cell phones in there.
After just 2 months, staff celebrated a day without having to take any phones.
When you set clear expectations for kids, kids will rise to those expectations.
According to Durhammer, about a third of students had at least one cell phone violation, and only a third of them broke the rules a second time. And although phones are allowed at lunch, some students opt out.
The administrators that supervise lunch, we looked around one day and we're like, do you realize that we see kids talking to each other? Some kids don't even grab their phone and take it to the lunchroom with them.
Senior Sophia Martinez says the new rules shed light on her own habits.
I like how I'm not tempted to just check my phone when I get a notification, because before during class I would just be like, look under the table or just be like, oh, and I can see myself focusing more now.
All the way down, that's where the weight room is.
Guiding freshman orientation, Martinez and Cassidy Durhammer lead by example, their own phones out of sight as they take new students on tours.
It may seem like awkward or frustrating at first that there's this policy, but once you start doing it for a week or a day or a month, you kind of get used to that pattern of, I don't need my phone to have fun and interact and be fully in with my schoolwork.
Principal Southworth says the decision wasn't just about discipline, but protecting classroom time.
We only get them for 7 hours a day, which seems like a lot, but really it's not, so there's just so many dangers of having the cell phones that that we feel we've helped mitigate by taking them out of the classrooms.
With the fact that many Michigan high schools and schools across, or districts in general, have started the school year already, it's too late for House Bill 4141 to be able to implement a change statewide. But Tisdale does say that he plans to strengthen that bill, and he's even offering to visit Michigan classrooms throughout the year to discuss the topic with students. He also says he would love to debate a local lawmaker who voted against House Bill 4141 at a school assembly. Live in Paw Paw, I'm Tiana Barnes, News Channel 3.
And while back to school usually brings to mind young people or college kids moving into dorms, it also means the return of adult educational programs in Michigan. There are more than 100 free or low-cost educational programs out there, giving folks of all ages a chance at learning. Again, News Channel 3's Mackenzie Decker live in studio tonight. Mackenzie, of course, some of these opportunities are right here in Southwest Michigan.
Yeah, Andy, and the need for these programs has really grown. New numbers show enrollment is up 24% in the last 2 years, and officials say that eventually leads to a stronger workforce and economy. It's back to school season for all ages.
There are so many different paths that students are on.
Throughout our state, Michigan's Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity, known as LEO, supports more than 110 free or low-cost adult education programs, opening the door to a brighter future for the more than 500,000 adults in Michigan currently without their high school diploma. And nearly half of those adults are unemployed or relying on public assistance. Leaders with adult education programs, such as the one at Paw Paw Public Schools, say education can change that.
We have had so many students who have come back and told us, oh, I've gone on to college and now I'm a nurse. Or I got that promotion and now I'm really moving up in my career.
Elizabeth Bungart is a teacher for Paw Paw Adult Education. She says the program is open to anyone 18 and older looking to get their GED or finish their diploma, and pursuing that education can make a big difference for students. According to Leo, adults with a high school credential earn at least $7,600 more per year than those without. And that can include anyone from the 19-year-old who has a few credits to finish up to the 40-year-old mom finally returning back to the classroom.
We fill that need. We give students the opportunity to finish up their education so then they can pursue other things in life.
And for anyone interested in one of those programs or looking to enroll, we'll have more information on our website at wwmt.com. Live in studio, Mackenzie Decker, News Channel 3.
Decades, the Paw Paw Public Schools Cedar Street campus has been serving the community as a space for before and after school care, early childhood education, and more. But now the district's main focus is offering alternative education options, and not only for students, but for their families as well. News Channel 3's Mackenzie Decker spoke with educators today about how these alternative options are making a difference.
When it comes to education, leaders with Paw Paw Public Schools say there is no one-size-fits-all approach. That's why through these doors are multiple programs, meeting students where they're at in order to get them where they'd like to be. Paw Paw Public Schools Cedar Street campus, offering a wide range of educational opportunities, meeting the needs of every student.
Today's student, there's no rule book. They may not thrive or feel like they can be successful in a traditional setting.
One option being offered here is Paw Paw's Alternative Education Program. It's designed to give high school students facing difficulty in a traditional school setting an opportunity to work toward a high school diploma or GED certification in a more individualized environment. Along with online options, the program puts a strong focus on in-person instruction, with teachers working alongside students for the 4 core content areas of English, math, science, and social studies. Lead teacher Sarah Chandler says many of the students she's worked with express feeling lost and behind when beginning the program. But the smaller class sizes with one-on-one opportunities changes that.
They have felt by the time they leave like they found a home. They really feel like they have the support they need in order to get all the way to graduation.
Just down the hall also sits an adult education program. Anyone 18 and up looking to finish their high school credentials or get their GED comes here. Adult education teacher Elizabeth Bungart says their program is meant to accommodate people from all different places in life, with flexible scheduling and the option to be in person or work from home.
We have anybody from the 19-year-old who just has a few credits to finish up their diploma to the 40-year-old mom whose kids are finally in school and this is just something they've always wanted to do. We meet them where they're at. We provide a comfortable, relaxed space for them.
So while students of all ages and backgrounds walk these halls, the mission remains the same, opening the door to a more successful future.
We get hugs, tears from moms, aunts, uncles, grandmas, everyone thanking us for really doing what so many other teachers in traditional settings weren't able to do for those students, and the care that we're able to give them above and beyond just the curriculum.
For anyone interested in one of those programs, Cedar Street has an upcoming open house on August 18th. Anyone is welcome to stop by, take a look at the facility, and get to know more. In Paw Paw, Mackenzie Decker, News Channel 3.
School districts say they have to figure out their own cell phone policies because a bill that would have restricted them in Michigan didn't pass.
State Representative Mark Tisdale sponsoring the bill in Lansing. It failed in the House last month with nearly all Democrats voting against it. News Channel 3's Tiana Barnes speaking with students and staff at Paw Paw High School, the reaction to their own cell phone policy. Tiana.
In just a few short hours, Paw Paw High School students and staff will file into these doors behind me for the second day of a new school year. It's also the second year in a row students are being asked to leave their phones at home or in their locker for majority of the school day. It's called the Disconnect to Reconnect initiative, and it all stems from a troubling trend staff says they noticed in their hallways and classrooms.
It's no secret that phones can be a distraction for students.
They take away their attention, they create anxiety that just keeps them from really focusing on what we want them to be involved in most, and that's instruction and their academics in the classroom.
Paw Paw School's superintendent Jeremy Davison says he and other administrators saw a lack in engagement from high schoolers and took action to disconnect their phone-prone pupils. A year into the policy, which prohibits students from their phones except at lunch, Assistant Principal Tracy Durhammer says she's overwhelmed with positive results.
In the beginning, there were days that I jokingly told the kids that my office looks like the Verizon store because I had so many cell phones in there.
After just 2 months, staff celebrated a day without having to take any phones.
When you set clear expectations for kids, kids will rise to those expectations.
According to Durhammer, about a third of students had at least one cell phone violation, and only a third of them broke the rules a second time. And although phones are allowed at lunch, some students opt out.
The administrators that supervise lunch, we looked around one day and we're like, do you realize that we see kids talking to each other? Some kids don't even grab their phone and take it to the lunchroom with them.
Senior Sophia Martinez says the new rules shed light on her own habits.
I like how I'm not tempted to just check my phone when I get a notification, because before during class I would just be like, look under the table or just be like, oh, and I can see myself focusing more now.
All the way down, that's where the weight room is.
Guiding freshman orientation, Martinez and Cassidy Durhammer lead by example, their own phones out of sight as they take new students on tours.
It may seem like awkward or frustrating at first that there's this policy, but once you start doing it for a week or a day or a month, you kind of get used to that pattern of, I don't need my phone to have fun and interact and be fully in with my schoolwork.
Principal Southworth says the decision wasn't just about discipline, but protecting classroom time.
We only get them for 7 hours a day, which seems like a lot, but really it's not, you know, so there's just so many dangers of having the cell phones that, you know, that we feel we've helped mitigate by taking them out of the classrooms.
With the fact that many Michigan high schools and schools across, or districts in general have started the school year already, it's too late for House Bill 4141 to be able to implement a change statewide. But Tisdale does say that he plans to strengthen that bill, and he's even offering to visit Michigan classrooms throughout the year to discuss the topic with students. He also says he would love to debate a local lawmaker who voted against House Bill 4141 at a school assembly. Live in Paw Paw, I'm Tiana Barnes, News Channel 3.
Welcome back to Paw Paw. We've got about a minute and 30 seconds to go before we fire up here for the second half. Jason's making his way back to the camera right now.
Dude, I hear you over there.
Hope you enjoyed some of the news coverage that the Paw Paw Public Schools has enjoyed this year. Good things happening. Good time to be a Red Wolf. So getting ready to start the second half. We don't employ a statistician here, but eyeball test says both teams have moved the ball decently. I'd give the edge to Big Rapids a little bit on the ground. I think the Cardinals have moved it a little bit better than Papa. Jason, you think?
Yeah, I would say. I think Big Rapids missed a couple opportunities on wide open passes that could have been really painful. And then yet we've got Paw Paw that had probably a pick six that, so there's some things that could go either way. I'm seeing, I think they have a more explosive offense, which is not uncommon being us being a wing T team, but I think we need to get into that wear them down spot where we can start breaking those big hitters.
Well, we haven't felt the ability yet out of Sycamore and I know they both do it because I've seen them both do it in scrimmages. I've seen them both do it at practice. So I know it's there. We just haven't seen it yet. And I think that's going to be key because the longer you go relying on Ben Miller to be your only home run hitter, the less they're going to pitch to him. They'll start backing everything up.
Well, again, I think they need to find their new trio, right? So they're learning to work together in their tendencies. One thing I could always say is carry out your fakes the best you can, and that will really help.
And don't ever forget, Kalen Tate was going to figure into that backfield.
Yeah.
A couple of the other Buell's out. We've got some people out here too. That kickoff is short
pop up.
That's going to be taken by JJ. He's going to cut back and he's going to return 7-8 yards. Not horrible. Seems to be a lot more white shirts than red shirts on the kickoffs.
Well, when it's high like that, you got your blockers looking to be ahead, and you're kind of left there hanging.
So Lazinski's going to bring us out of halftime. Starting to settle in here under the lights. No shadows on the field this time. So we're going to start out with a little bit different look. Got Miller solo in the backfield. Sonnenberg split right with Barney. Eli's in motion. They're going to get him out to block. That got blown up from the backside.
Yeah, the line missed their front side blocks. Really didn't give them a chance to develop that play.
And nothing Ben can do. He hits the ball. He's got 3 guys on him.
That time you just hang on for dear life.
Yep. Second 14 now. Got a great start out of the locker room.
Also want to give a quick community update for Big Rapids. Michigan's defense calibration.
Yeah, Ackerman's not going to come back. He's down there hobbling pretty good.
However, their primary facility.
That's gonna hurt. He's had a heck of a game.
That's a big loss. Ooh,
got him.
The ball.
Got him.
Yes, got him. So that's going to be 5 for the good guys.
Mainly due to Big Rapids. If you haven't noticed it, just north of town.
So, as we talked about the wing tee, this is your typical setup for the wing tee. And your quarterback there, it is, trust me, that's actually QB, not QE. It just got cut off. But your quarterback is going to key everything in that offense, and the three backs are going to have set patterns that they run just about every play. The hope is you've got one more hat than they do. Marty, or Lazinski with a big run down the left side. Lazinski with a giant run, first down, Red Wolves. Got a flag out.
Oh, we might have a hold back here.
There may have been a reason why he got out.
What's the flag way back here?
So Ryan Lazinski with a big run, but it looks like there was a hold on the edge. So each team's had a big play taken away by a hold. Big Rapids punched one into the end zone, got it called back, and now Pawpaw with about a 45-yard run from Ryan Lazinski wiped off the board.
Unfortunately, those big plays happen usually because of a hold.
Yeah, and that one certainly did. I think because the flag was thrown right where the hole opened.
Right, yeah, right where he made the cut.
Jason, could you lead a run like that?
What?
Could you lead a run like that?
So, Lazinski's going to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Eli Sonnenberg. Oh, a little late play after the tackle.
Greg, it was the 47 quick toss, in case you were wondering.
So, quick throw out, didn't get much. 3rd and 13. Lazinski's going to bring the play in from the sideline. It does look that they've added that quarterback run that we didn't see much last year. We saw 3 or 4 times.
Well, I think you had, like I said, I think they're still trying to feel their way on who their running backs are going to be.
It's a nice cutback. So Big Rapids coaches staff up here yelling for a hold. I did not see that. He got 7 on that play.
Well, I can tell you, to quote one of my soccer players, I won't name a name, but they often mention, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So, and as in the line of being an offensive lineman, use every advantage you can.
Now we're going to see another punt. Silas Penning's back to boot it away. 4th and 6. High snap. That's not a good kick.
Muffed punt.
Yeah, it's going to be a 25-yard punt. So
we will take a quick break.
So real quick, let's take a check. Oh, I guess we're not gonna. Thought we might be able to get the out-of-town scoreboard up, but for whatever reason, it did not want to jump up there.
Looks like those games are getting pretty lopsided, Brent.
Yeah, we got 31-6 Vicksburg over Matawan. Sturgis down 30-0 at Coldwater. Not a lot of games are reporting much
Got to
tonight.
delay a game? What do we have?
Not a ton of fans out there to.
Illegal substitution.
Yep.
So Big Rapids is going to get hit with an illegal substitution penalty. That's not starting their drive off in the right direction, Jason.
Little cobwebs after the halftime here on both sides.
In about a week here, it will be a full-powered station similar to a country and same great class.
3-3's got the ball.
Sweep on the right, nice cutback. So Ben Newell on the tackle.
Lamont Belvin, the ball carrier, brought down by Ben Newell.
That gets him back to the line of scrimmage plus a little.
It's a good hard run.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
It's always the danger of leaving your feet. The defender's right there. He can make you pay for it. Belvin seems okay.
cheerleaders this year. She's got a JV squad. So Big Rapids comes to the line. That's going to be handed off inside.
Got him.
Go. Nice play out here. Sonnenberg with yet another nice tackle. Yep. Eli got up into the backfield. Looked like he bounced off there, might get a chance to break around the corner a little bit, but Eli was able to step up, get him by the ankles, and hold on. That's going to be a nice loss. Going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Cardinals. Third and 11, Big Rapids. It's gonna be. Oh, that's a good tackle.
Wow.
So Ben Newell steps up. No fooling Mr. Newell on that one. It's gonna bring up 4th down and probably a punt.
Heist paid for pulling that ball.
You see that little Australian rugger.
Well, to say that Big Rapids Cardinals punting's been interesting. We'll see what this one looks like.
We'll take that 7 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Brings up 4th and 12 for Big Rapids on their own 49.
So here's the snap. Good snap. They're going to punt. They're going to kick a low line drive. And that's going to be meh. Not a great punt, not a bad punt.
I think what he's trying to do is roll that ball, and he got the backspin there.
Yeah. Well, that's the lowest risk possible punch you could do because you might get lucky and hit somebody.
Well, I do have to tell you, if I had a punter that wanted to kick it that low, I might be a little more aggressive towards the ball.
Yeah. Looks like Big Rapids did something naughty on the play.
Coming back.
They're talking to Stry. Legal procedure on Big Rapids. They're going to let him kick it again. Didn't see any of it. I know that they were talking to Coach Stry.
Coming in late. Oh.
Now the ref on the far side threw it.
I'd go get it.
The gunner.
Yeah.
I'd go get the ball.
So now we got people walking. Nobody knows what's going on. All right, so Big Rapids is going to get up to the line. Brings up 4th and 17 this time instead of 4th and 12. Still going to.
It also gave that right footer. Gave him the short side now, right-footed.
Oh, that's not a great snap, and the Red Wolves are being a little more aggressive this time, and that one's a little higher up in the air, and it backspins.
Get away from the ball.
Why would you do that? You get blocked into that ball, and it's going to be live.
Live.
Didn't though, and it's worked out for the Red Wolves. So nice call by Coach Stry there. That's why he gets the money, and we get to talk about him.
7-6 it remains.
This is what I would call an edge of your seat kind of excitement game, but it's a good game. This is a good high school football game. These are two good teams.
I honestly think Big Rapids was expecting this last year.
Yeah. That's a trap. That's going nowhere. Sycamore right up the middle.
51 of 53 on tackle and 68.
He lost a yard, probably like that. Looks like he lost a yard. We're sitting in the area of the field right at the 50 where I can't see the field. I'm behind the post. So I'm watching on the monitor with the nice people at home.
You didn't miss much.
No, didn't miss much. I can see it on the monitor sometimes. Sometimes I see the 30-yard line.
It's the track.
Yeah, the track is the problem. The new track is throwing us off. From the tee, Lazinski going to hand this one. He's going to keep this one, try to get around the edge. He's going to pick up.
That's a late hit.
About 8, maybe 7. Looks like that's going to bring up about 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. No, a little closer to that. 3rd and 1.5.
Definitely a manageable. This is the chunk that we want to see.
Oh, we got 3rd down?
Yeah.
3rd and 3. Oh. Is that Miller down?
Spangler down.
Oh. That looks like a cramp.
Yeah, I think this is that time of year. That's exactly
that's a cramp.
Yeah. So Jay, let's bring up the schedule. You know, one of the things that we have here, you know, what should jump out at you if it hasn't already is that those first 4 weeks are an absolute juggernaut on the schedule. We start here with Big Rapids, who's a 2nd round playoff team from last year. Grand Rapids Kennewood Hills is a Division II team.
It's a Grand Rapids team. Let's just be honest.
Well, and they're decent. They were above 500 last year in Division II. Niles. You know, they've reloaded down there. They're big, they're fast, they're strong. They're going to be probably the best team we play. You know, they're bringing back 75% of their team from the state final game run last year, and they've got 2 of those kids that were prominent players last year got hurt before the playoffs and weren't even in that run. So, and then Edwardsburg, you just up, down, whatever. It's Edwardsburg.
Well, yeah, they were 2 years ago. They were down. Last year, you see some flash.
Well,
so
at the end of the day, they're a playoff team last year. You know, so it's one of those things where you just can't sleep on them. They're a traditional powerhouse. Even in their down years, they're going to be better than a lot. You know, so that brings us, you know, down through the more manageable part of our schedule, the rest of the Wolverine Conference. Vicksburg's having a good night tonight against Mattawan, so we don't know what they're going to have.
Plainwell always has decent player. I mean, Otsego's got tough kids.
Plainwell have the talent, they have the resources. You know, we'll see where they're at this year. Three Rivers.
I think Three Rivers has been reloading.
Yes, and Three Rivers is going to be improved over last year for sure. So the Red Wolves, from where they're at tonight, now they got to get healthy. These injuries are not helping.
Yeah.
We've already got 6 kids on the sideline in shorts, and some starters there, and you know, in Caleb Tate, you've got an all-conference, second-team All-State player sitting, you know, out, and we don't know that he'll be back. You know, he's got a collarbone issue and those things. Best case scenario, 4 or 5 weeks. Worst case scenario, he doesn't heal, you know, until the end of the year. So we'll see where that ends up. We'll use the old Caitlin Clark, no timeline for his return, you know. But we're hoping to get Buell back. That's a huge piece. You know, that adds depth to our backfield, plus is, you know, a very talented runner.
Well, and his leadership returning.
Absolutely. You know, and you get back to the meat of our schedule after the Edwardsburg game. You've got a winnable game at Plainwell. You got Sturgis at home, winnable game. Otsego is a winnable game at home. Three Rivers and Vicksburg. We'll see where the season takes us. You know?
I'm interested in the change in the schedule in Niles. I think playing at the end was not good because we usually ended up having to fire right back with the playoff game. It's tough to beat anyone 2 times in a row.
Yeah, and you know, Niles, and we can't hide it. They're a good team.
Yeah,
you know, they're just good. So we're going to come back live action here. Red Wolves up to the line of the tee, 3rd and 2.
23 was offside. 23 was lined up in the neutral zone.
They're going to call that too. I thought for a second they were going to call the back for leaning.
23's helmet was completely across the line of scrimmage.
So that's a gift. That's a gift from the Cardinals to the Red Wolves, and now we're in business on the right side of the 50-yard line, literally and figuratively.
So the silly mistakes like that can be just absolute crushers. That just revived our drive.
Well, you know, your Nostradamus-like prediction of that extra point being a big deal. You know, let's see how that much comes into play here. So from the tee, Lazinski's under center.
He did it again.
He's
lucky he didn't get called again.
Run tackle by 2.
So Miller leaning forward, running downhill. Ben's going to pick up 6, maybe 5. Looks like about 5.
Yeah, this left end is, or outside linebacker, better watch it. He was over again. You hear their coaches yelling to get them back.
Well, we'll be all right if he doesn't call it till it's 32.
At least 5.
Yeah. Let's just keep marching the sticks down the field with those penalties.
Well, I mean, there you go. A 6-yard gain all day long.
We must not have enough energy tonight because our comment section is dead. We haven't had a comment in a few minutes. Last comment was a criticism of Soderberg off the left side. Eli Soderberg with a big run. That's a Red Wolves first down. And there's a flag on the play. Didn't see that. Got a little excited. Flag on the play.
That one might not have been necessary to break that run.
No, and I don't think that one affected that play at all.
No. What I say about little mistakes cost big.
Yeah, that's a hold.
Yep, that's coming back big.
Yeah, and that one I don't think that one made a lick's bit of difference to that run. I think that was actually behind the play.
He was gone. Yeah, he was already by the point of attack.
You know, a lot of players are coached. Cam, a lot of players are coached when they get by you and you're out of the play to put your hands up, show your palms to the play. You know, because then you won't get that call.
Yeah, it's just like that tackle out of bounds here, Brent. The adrenaline's flowing. And
here comes Lisinski to throw. Oh, he gets smoked! That's going to be picked off. That's going to be a big play for the Cardinals. Oh, I don't think he went out of bounds.
He's up past the 30 to the 25.
He definitely stepped out of bounds, but 60 is cramping up.
Threw the ball, and it was intercepted by Curdy Wilbur. He brought it all the way back.
And I can't believe I'm going to channel Woody Hayes, but you know,
and it looked like Curdy even.
3 things can happen when you throw the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
Well, he was hit from behind.
Yeah,
definitely.
Moose fielding a kickoff.
Now Big Rapids is moving the other direction, and they're in business. 4:10 to go. We're cramping up, too, down there.
Which is crazy. After all this humidity, they were practicing in a cool night, and it's still maybe they didn't drink as much because of that.
Cardinals are looking to take advantage of a big interception by the defense, hand off to Bowman.
Now, there's just something about game speed and game, adrenaline. Hernandez is down on the play.
Oh.
Cramping.
He's cramping.
Yeah.
Someone get him some Powerade down there or something.
It's something. Got some scores updating. Penfield, Otsego tied at 12. Let's see what else we got here.
Penfield's a tough out.
Vicksburg 31, still 31-6. Coldwater still 30-0. That's about all we got so far. Some teams are still opting to play Friday night of Labor Day weekend. I don't understand it.
Good crisp outside.
Lots of cramps tonight, Jay. So let's throw up we've got an injured player down on the field. Let's go commercial number 2 because it's that important. Pawpaw is hiring special education teachers. So we're looking for some experience with co-teaching and inclusion models, knowledge and experience in developing and monitoring behavior intervention plans. But really, you need to possess a valid Michigan teaching certificate with special education endorsement. And let's talk. Great place to work. Pawpaw right now is trending in the right direction in just about everything that you want to trend in. And love to have you on board. That being said, we're also looking for bus drivers. So right now, leave this on the screen for the remainder of this injury timeout, so that if you want to grab that QR code and take a second to apply, it's actually a more fulfilling job than what you would believe. I spent a lot of time with some of our drivers the last couple of years. The stories that they tell aren't as scary as you think. They're heartwarming stories that are really uplifting, and it is a great job.
I will tell you, for our sporting events, we've had some phenomenal drivers. Just excellent to talk to, great with the kids. We had one, we ended up giving him a girls' soccer shirt because he came out and cheered with us for the
That's
whole
awesome.
game.
Yeah, and those are the kind of stories that we have all across the board. You know, every year I mention them in graduation for a reason. They're a huge part of the kids' lives. There's a pass, it's wide open, that's a touchdown. And that wasn't even that was a broken coverage. Soderbergh tried to jump a short route. Receiver double moved him and he was gone.
And this is what I was scared of. That's why I said that explosive offense that I see.
We're not sure on who was supposed to cover Owen Craven.
Well, that was one who was wide open. Giving Eli lots of props tonight. That's one where he bit. He bit on the short, and that kid just went right by him. And there was, I don't know if there was supposed to be safety help over the top, but there wasn't anybody there. Of course, on a pass like that, you don't have time to do anything about it anyway. They're going to go for 2 to try to make up for that. That's going to get batted down.
Great job. Again, there's another, that's creaking the door open a little bit more.
We do have 3:34 to go.
Well, I'm not sure why you go for that. You're on the road. 0-3. Kick the extra point there. And
hope we miss an extra.
I mean, I get it. I understand you're going to lose the game but this has not been that kind of game.
But how many high school teams are kicking field goals where that 6 points would be an issue, right?
Well, and I guess you missed the last one. You don't want to. I mean, I guess you look at it from the other side of the coin. What's your risk? What's your reward?
He missed it. He pulled it a little bit. He kicked it a mile.
I had a conversation with one of our golfers. They're limited to 10 strokes a hole, and she's sitting out 70 yards from the hole, has to go over the water. And the choices are, she's already at stroke 7.
Right.
At that point, go over the water, because if you go around it, you're going to be at 10 by the time you get there. I mean, it's just, you got to manage your risk and manage your rewards. Now, if you're sitting there at 4, go around.
Detour through Door, Michigan. Again, if you've never been to Door,
there's the kick.
But we made it.
Good kick.
That's going to be returned. Nice cutback. Nice
there it
run.
is.
That's a good run. Nice play.
Great return.
Who was that? Barney? So, nice return. You know what we need? Let's get us going. Might as well, right?
Tell you what, this is where the offense needs to fire up and use that good return.
I got my finger on both the first down and the touchdown buttons right now. Let's see if we can use one of them here. 12-7, Red Wolves down to Big Rapids.
See if they can respond. This Cardinal defense has been pretty tough so far.
This is one of those moments you find out what your team's made of early in the season.
Check.
Got a little bit of adversity here. I formation. They're going to hand that.
Whoa!
Whistles. It's going to be on the Red Wolves.
So I'm not surprised that they're playing the way they are.
Brent, we do have to remember that this is a Red Wolves team that ruined the Cardinals' perfect season last year. So.
Well, and they did it on their field. That's a big deal too. But by no means are we out of this game. This is, we've got to show some movement on the offensive side, but from the eye this time. motion.
Like this, you can't play behind the sticks.
That's going to be a trap inside. That's going to go nowhere.
Middle school, absolutely no.
Tried to sneak one through there.
That was 61.
They were all over it.
Right down.
68, 10.
Coach G's going it out as soon as the ball was snapped.
Second and 15.
Your Coach G's yelling over there. That'll bring up second and 15.
So Lazinski's going to run the play in. A little late. 13 seconds on the play clock. 11. 9 seconds. They break the huddle.
Gonna have to move here a little.
5 seconds.
They'll get it off.
And they will get it off with 2 seconds to go. And Miller?
So Miller's going to go up the middle, and he's going to pick up 2.
53 and 10.
Still going to make us 3rd and long. And Jason, this is again, to make this even close to manageable, you got to be 4th and 4 or less.
Oh yeah.
You really don't have to make it.
I think anything longer than that, they're probably going to have to punt. But I got my finger on the first down button, so let's get it.
You'll hold them. And then the added
This wouldn't be a horrible time for an offside right here.
Playing behind the sticks with an does not help their
I'm going to throw that one. That's Miller. Miller catches it with the head of steam. Ben's got it. First down. Ben's got more. Ben's down the sideline. First down. Red Wolves.
Good call. Glad you had your finger there.
Any flags before I hit the buttons?
I see 0 flags.
All right, I'm hitting buttons. Ben Miller with a nice play down the sideline. Lazinski hits him. There was pressure, but that was designed. They let him through. Hey, anybody else hear that? It's the 3rd quarter, and I'm hearing band.
That's right.
Clock stops. 12-7 leads.
From the tee, Lazinski.
Lazinski with a hard count. Gets some bites, but not enough to get the flag.
Nice play. Nice
Good
run. Ben Miller off the right side. That's 7 more.
It was a little ambitious. I think they got 5.5.
That sure seemed like he fell a lot further than that.
Jogs it in. So, Jason, now that you've
That long grass, his knee must have hit sooner.
Stick to it. Yeah, really good quality burger out here. Couldn't ask for anything more.
All right, we got to try to remember this.
So there's a handoff. That's Sonnenberg. Eli's going to go off the left side for about 2.
68 and 11 on the tackle.
Maybe a yard forward progress, but
Not a whole lot of movement for Bob Butler. That Cardinal front holding their own. And Jason, you mentioned
Big play here, Jason. 3rd and 4. Red Wolves coming to the ball.
Max Bowman not in on a whole lot of tackles, but games like this, he's probably drastically affecting the play call. You don't want to run at a guy like that.
From the tee, Lazinski.
Take away
to hand that. Ben Miller got tripped up in the backfield, fought through that tackle, gained 2. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 3. Absolutely monster play. Oh, they're going for it. There's no question. You know, they're outside of field goal range by 15 yards, 20 yards. And there's no way they're going to punt this deep. They're going to let the quarter run out, though.
take it to the victory bell.
So that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter with your score.
So the Red Wolves are going to let the 3rd quarter run out. From Failing Field, Pawpaw down 5 to the Cardinals of Big Rapids.
Andy Crandall, Cassidy Durhammer, Mariah Galaviz, Olivia Johnson.
For just a second, while Jason and I take care of some technical stuff. All right, right back at it here. Big play. Yeah, I think that's an understatement.
At this point,
You know, big play here for the Red Wolves. Lizinski. He's got Sycamore with Eli and Ben Miller. That's going to be a handoff. Oh, no, kept the ball. I think he's got a first down. Boy, that's going to be close.
He's spotted. He's standing on the line. They're going to have to measure.
This is going to be a job.
That spot, that spot is a first down.
The far wing is.
That's a first down. It's always tough when your helmet's the first thing to hit the field. They're not even going to measure that. They're
kind of use the divot then where it's at.
Like I said, everybody's knocking the rush off.
So you know what? Huge play for the Red Wolves. 11:40 to go in the fourth. Red Wolves knocking on the door. Yeah, they might be just pulling the driveway, but that was a nice defensive play.
It was a nice defensive play. Yeah.
Fought through the block back there.
He snuck through the middle of the line, and they thought they'd be clear before he got a hold of him.
It is 24-6 Kingsley up on Reed City. Sorry, Staggs starting to run away with that one. Doesn't seem like the magic from last year's week one with Coach Schenkel is materializing quite yet. That update coming.
All right, so coming to the line.
Producer back in the studio, Jack Hudson.
Gonna get an eye look here. They're gonna throw.
Let's go.
And again, into the backfield before he had a chance to even have anything develop.
Yeah, that line's got to get a punch. You got to hit him in the ribs and get those hands down.
Well, in that one, it's almost a decent decision by Ryan to get rid of that ball because he waits another one. He's in danger of another interception going the other way.
Yeah, the problem is forcing a pass like that gets tipped and then it's floating for a pick.
There's no time for anybody to do anything. He's just such a load to handle that. Strong,
so that's going to be a 3rd and long. Got to get 6. You know, let's make this 4th down manageable. And that's going to be a timeout.
Timeout. Had a single back standing there. I'm not sure what that formation was before.
Coach Stry's not sure what that formation was either. He saw that and said, "Nope, guys, that's not what we're trying to do here."
So we'll take a short timeout here. 12-7. The Cardinals lead this one. Fourth quarter.
Maybe if somebody got hurt. Most came in and looked a big hitter.
All right, so let's see if we can get some updates on these scores.
Guys haven't seen that formation either?
Penfield has taken the lead over Otsego, 18-12. Looks like a game of missed extra points in that one, Jason. No kickers available at the Otsego Penfield game.
They're only counting 6s?
They're only counting in 6s up there. Sturgis Coldwater still 30-0. Vicksburg Madawan is updated to 34-14. Vicksburg.
Madawan punched above it. Maybe they're playing.
Not much else going on the scoreboard tonight. So Red Wolf's going to come back out.
Here's that single back look, but let's see what the ref looks like. Is that a...
We got 2 receivers split to the right.
We got a wing left here.
3rd and 10. Coach Stry is going to
come this way.
A pitch. There's good blocking out there. Nice cutback. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain, 5.5-yard gain.
Well short of the first down.
It's going to be short, but again, that's not the goal entirely. The goal entirely is to get it manageable for the 4th down play. And I think that they're closer. I think that's a bad spot again.
It's
just over 5
You could see a hard count here to try to gain some more yards, I'm guessing, and then...
Probably put the game away.
Yeah, with the tempo of this style of offense, that's...
So Lizinski, big play for the Wolves. 4th down, 5.
What I mean by that is it's really tough for a pound type offense.
There's a nice catch. Nice move. Sonnenberg.
First down.
First down. Red
First
Wolves.
down. Big first down.
Big play by Eli Sonnenberg. So Eli felt that pressure coming, jumped inside it, let the first guy by him, then was able to slip outside the linebacker and get just enough.
Yeah, that wasn't a gimme first down.
No, that was an effort play, and it was a smart read on that. That's his experience as a quarterback coming through, because he knew that corner was going to try to jump that route. So Eli met the ball and then was able to get through the crack.
So under 1 minute to go in the third quarter, Kent City is blasting off on Nuevo 42-6.
There's a broken play. Sycamore ran into each other in the middle of the trap hole. For the first time all night, that hole might have been there.
Forward progress might have been gracious on that.
I think the expectation there was that might be a little bit more competitive game.
Huge series for the Red Wolves here.
And the Hornets taking it to them. Second and 10.
So, second and 10 from the tee. Lazinski under center. He's going to pitch that out. Good broken tackle there. Ben's going to pick up 2. Well, maybe if he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe not. It's close. Maybe lost 1. It was a good move to get by. You should have lost 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's one of those ones that go down the stat book as a -1, but it was a 7-yard run. So Pawpaw, 3rd and long. Again, same thing, Jake.
That's how good he thinks his pizza is. So we will
that does not help.
We're going to get a false start on Pawpaw on a 3rd and 12. He's going to back it up even more.
Yeah, that was a bad time to have a discipline lapse.
Do you agree? Do we have to have
I'll tell you what, this is one of the things you work on practice when the guys are getting physically tired. You work on that going on the hard count, because that mental part gets tougher when you're physically winded.
So on the 3rd and 16 with 7.5 to go in the game, up 12-7. Big Rapids.
Trying to see if I can adjust my mic a little bit.
Zinsky will roll out far side.
Oh, there's nobody out there to throw to. I mean, there was nobody out there. That's just a design run.
But he had linemen downfield. He couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah, but even if, there's nobody in the pattern.
Zinsky to the ground. Now there's a quarterback exchange. Quarterback for Pawpaw. That's not John Boshinski.
And that doesn't leave us with a lot of good options here.
He's probably going to have to throw here.
Coach Stry will go to the air again. Tri-County is up 18-6 over that.
So Wolves not in the advantageous sticks here, 4th and 15.
Zinsky will look to pass. He has pressure immediately.
Oh!
But he overthrows him.
I think he had him.
Threw a good ball, just a little high.
Yep. So intended for J.J. Varney over the middle. That's going to turn it over on down. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So now Pawpaw's got to make a stop. No questions, no chances on this one. You got to just make a stop.
Yeah, we're gonna see a pretty boring offense here from.
You're in the danger zone. You need to get a 3 and out, get the ball back. Your offense is not built for quick plays, so they're in a little bit of trouble.
12-7, Big Rapids.
So Big Rapids with the spread look, but they're not throwing the ball.
Go in the game. Really tremendous.
There's a pitch outside.
Where's our contain? There's a hold on the outside.
So that's a decent play by the Red Wolves.
I thought he was out of bounds, but no.
He got 3.
He stayed in. That's going to hurt the clock.
Yeah. 6 tackled by 7.
I could use not seeing any more players hobbling off the field.
Well, comes
We're not going to have
Hernandez
anybody
again.
left. That was Julian Hernandez again.
The inside of the field on their own 27, 2nd and 7. So after all that, Moose actually only doing 3 yards.
Are we missing a lineman?
Man in motion.
6 again.
Sweep it to him, cutting up field, getting the first down, still on his feet to the 50, and finally forced out of bounds.
We've had several late hits out of bounds, and we get called for it this time.
Yeah. There is a flag right where the tackle was made.
We've watched 3 or 4 of them happen on this side with no call. Yeah, that's gonna cost them 15 more yards.
That's gonna be a big detrimental penalty because it's gonna salt 3.5 more minutes off the clock no matter what happens.
See what happens
It's a
after this penalty.
frustration play there, Brent.
1st and 10, big rapid.
And you don't want to see that because we're not out of this. Even with that big run, that's and then you do that. Now you add 15 onto it. Now you put yourself in a hole.
Ice will take it out of the gun.
Well, this was going to be a series I think you were going to see the Cardinals just manage time, but now they're going to score. This should be something that we should stop.
Yeah.
Great job by Jack. Just follow some blockers.
10 and 26 on
Get
tackle.
some yards, keep that clock churning.
Bradley Sigma had rule on that tackle.
Subs flying in and out for Pawpaw.
We're just losing.
So, 2nd and 4.
On the Pawpaw 32-yard.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jason. You change your attitude a little bit, open your playbook up a little bit. If you score here, this game's over.
Oh, yeah. With the grinding offense, it's going to put it out of reach.
70 and
That's going to be
30.
the first. Oh, they didn't mark it the first down.
26.
That's interesting.
Third down. Cardinals vying to get yet another Sugar Insurance first down. 4.5 to go. Jason, you got an update on Fair State.
It's like they're definitely missing that.
That's going to be a pass, and he's got a man. That's a touchdown.
Open and a touchdown.
He threw him open there, Jason. That was a good throw.
That was a really good touch pass.
When he let that ball go, his receiver was a yard on this side of our defensive back.
In full stride.
And then he just emerged on the other side, and the ball was waiting for him when he got there.
It's a really nice. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Well, the only silver lining I can take out of that is it happened quickly.
It's a nice clean spiral. Put it just out front of the defender, right into the bread basket of the full speed Owen Craven. Owen able to just dance into the zone. Denny's muffler touchdown. 34-17. Final. 4:09 to go in the game. Fair State leads the.
That kick is up. That kick is good.
That one's good.
Good.
So Red Wolves down 12, 19 to 7.
Good for the Cardinals. That extra point directed by Mike Nelson, Mitten Real Estate. When it's time to make the move, go with the professional with local insight who listens and guides you through the process. Mike Nelson of Mitten Real Estate. Call 616-540-6531 today. That touchdown is Denny's muffler touchdown where quality meets affordability. For 3 generations, Denny's experienced team gets you back on the road safely and safely. Northland Drive. Just
And we're back.
Unless he goes to the air, that great score, only 4:21 to go, down 19-7.
Yeah,
Okay,
like we said
so
earlier, this-
Red Wolves need some magic here.
Unfortunately, not known for them quick scores. Not that it can't happen.
We need a Sonnenberg 90-yarder.
Well, a return here. Remember, we got that down in Berrien Springs 2 years ago. Get through. Okay, so that's decent. A lot of extracurricular going on.
It's getting getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I noticed with pizza. It has sausage pieces the size of your head.
So
like, they're that big. It's pretty good pizza.
So this is
So we weren't really.
this is where you got to see some kind of an offense that's not just handed every time. But you can't. You got to do what you do too. You know, you got to put a hat on a hat. And you got to open a hole. That's going to be a handoff off the right side. There's just nothing there. I think I think you've hit the nail on the head, Jason. With the motivation coming down that long drive down after your season getting interrupted last year.
I was listening to the Big Rapids announcers, and it sounded like it included like an hour and a half detour through Door.
Yeah, which makes everybody happy to be alive.
We'll look to pass.
Oh, that's picked. Yep, that's picked. That was not a good throw. That was behind him short. Nice play by the defensive back there.
It was a tough catch for him. It was behind him.
Yep. That's all right. That happens. This is the expectations when you've got a young team and you've got 7 kids out for injuries. They're going to have to learn. And as pointed out before, Jason, when we look at that schedule, we'll bring it up here and get it in it. There's not a whole lot of breaks for the first 4 weeks.
No, it's very front. It's very front end heavy.
In the second half, the Cardinals took the lead. Now they've expanded the lead. Now they're going to. There
you go. As we bring that schedule back up, you've got Big Rapids. This game is, kind of getting out of reach. It is out of reach. Kennewick Hills, we don't know what they've got. I don't know what they're looking at tonight. If they're even playing tonight. Let's see if I can find them. The score.
This is exactly what you want. If you can build a 2-score lead minimum against these guys, it's going to be really hard for them. They're going to get out of it.
I don't have a score for them tonight, but.
And now we're under 3 minutes to go. 19-7.
There's the play. That's going to be a
Nice
quarterback
one.
key.
That's a good move.
That's going to get him down to about a 3rd and 4, 2:47 to go in the game.
We had great penetration, but we tried to go for the home run ball instead of wrapping him up.
So the Red Wolves are going to try to make one last stand here. 2:23 to go, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, at this point, you just want to eat that clock more than you want to take any losses.
Big Rapids are to hand that off. One broken tackle. He's going to gain 2.
7 on the tackle.
Red Wolves got another Red Wolf on the ground. That's going to be a timeout for Pawpaw. Their last chance here. Let's make a stop on this 4th and 5.
Missed it to make it 19-7, 2:07 to go.
Yeah, we did.
Pass from Cole Heiss.
We have one left. Yep. So that leads us again to Niles. A team that, I'll be honest, nobody wants to see their schedule right now. And then Edwardsburg, I think, is a winnable game.
We'll take a quick 30-second break here. We'll come back.
Where we're at, where they're at the last couple of years. It's going to be a good game, I can tell you that. And we got to go down there, and nobody likes to play in that place. So we'll have, and we don't have a lot of history on our side down there.
Well, I will tell you, 2 years ago we went down there to Edwardsburg, and and they were expecting to wallop us.
Yes, they
we
were.
Just opened a can.
And that was really nice to see.
It was fantastic.
You know,
matter of fact, we almost got kicked out of our broadcast area because
I remember well, and
they were not happy with the outcome.
And I like to go to Edwardsburg just for that reason. Right? It's a fun game to broadcast. So,
Yep.
So big fourth down play here. Game I'm literally on the line on this game play. Well, we're still going to need some help after this play, but
this is a must.
Let's get a first down. It's over. Oh, there's a pick. You talk about the right thing to have happen.
He's gone.
Down the sideline, Ben Miller gets caught. Ben Miller with the interception. That all of a sudden, look out.
I cannot
Ben Miller just got caught from behind.
Well, no, I can't believe the Cardinals coach would put the ball up in the air in that situation. That's absolutely insane. I mean, given if he'd have broke that, that was the freebie we needed, the explosive play.
Well, you talk about the only thing that they can't do right there.
Right, exactly.
You know? I mean, right there, you turn the ball over on downs, and Papa's got 1st and 10 with 75 yards to go.
Running the tee.
You know?
Yeah.
Sonnenberg not going to get anything off the right side.
Well, the Rebels will keep it on the ground. That's good news. So the clock will keep running. That will go nowhere.
We only got the one timeout, so
we're going
to really speed things up.
We are built for none of this. We can't use the sideline.
Yeah. Well, and we have to run the play in from the sideline. This is 20 seconds.
Those extra 3, 5, 6
You got to send in a couple of plays at the time. I mean,
it's just
so from the tee.
Batches of plays or
you got Sonnenberg over the
ball. He's looking to pass. He's going to get sacked. He fumbled it. It was Bowman who cleaned it up.
Did he give the ball up?
That was Pooter Brand.
No, I think we
on the initial pressure. Austin Brand able to bust through. I love that.
Yeah, they did. The Rapids recovered that ball. Kaczynski's is hobbling off, being carried by his teammates. Now he's going to stumble off. Looks like an ankle.
Right there, he blasted through that line.
There's a giveth and a taketh away, I believe is how the saying goes.
Well, that's going to do it. You know, we're at 14 now. Really, all they do is take a knee.
I can't see them throwing the ball again.
No, they're just going to kneel on the ball. So, Jason, long and short, we saw some good things tonight. We saw some things we can build on. We definitely need to get some of these people healthy. You know.
Yeah, I'm not sure we even saw the Red Wolves team yet.
Not yet.
No.
So, and that depth is a big deal in the first game out. We saw a lot of cramping out there. We saw a lot of, and we're asking kids who normally are going to get 45 to 50 reps a game to take 7s. You know, it's tough. It's physically demanding, and
seconds ago, and
we'll be better, for sure as the season rolls on. But again, this wasn't a bad football game.
No,
two big plays for Big Rapids. I mean, you want to look at it like it's a big blowout, but it really was a couple of plays. And that last touchdown was an absolute dime. And it was a perfect throw.
Max Bowman to essentially end the game. So the Cardinals will start 1-0. They moved to 1-0.
So Papa's going to walk out of Phelan tonight down. Jason going to be able to make it next week up to Kennewick Hills?
I think I'll be able to make it to that game.
Yeah, so that's the plan right now. We got to get a hold of Kennewick and see what it looks like. But Jason and I will be back next week. Papa travels up 131 through Door and whatever other back roads they make us take on the way. And we'll leave bright and early and get up there and bring you some more Red Wolves football. So for Jason Cox, this is Brett McNitt. We are signing off tonight. Thanks to everybody who was able to join us, and we will see you guys next week.